Steve, a massive explosion and fire in South Toledo led to 2 people killed earlier today. Officials at the Toledo Fire and Rescue Department are calling it one of the largest responses in years.
Yeah, firefighters rushed to the scene just before 5 this morning. The fire is still burning at this hour. Tim Miller, he is live in front of Brent Industries. That is on South Avenue. So, Tim, I guess get us up to speed. Are they still pouring water? You can see it behind you. They are still pouring water on this fire.
They really are, Jeff, up on a bucket or up on their big ladder truck with those water cannons, doing it kind of defensively, not going right into the rubble. And we're told they're going to be at it here for a while. Fire Chief Allison Armstrong isn't sure just how long it's going to take to extinguish these flames, and investigators, meanwhile, are still looking for a cause. Now, Brent Industries is a textile recycling facility here on South Avenue, and there was a loud explosion and fire just before 5 this morning during shift change. People from all over Northwest Ohio could see this thick black smoke just pouring into the air and out of the rubble. Part of the building also collapsed. 2 employees were killed, a man and a woman. They have not been identified yet by the coroner, but we did hear from the family of Mary Allen. They say she was one of the victims and had worked at Brent Industries for 13 years, a dedicated worker, mother, and grandmother. There were chemicals inside this facility, and there still are, as far as fire officials know, and that is worrying Fire Chief Allison Armstrong. We hear from the daughter of Mary Allen and Toledo's mayor, who also came out here to the scene.
It's mind-boggling. It's confusing. It's not good. I mean, we're just doing the best we can. All we know is what they give us, and it's nothing. We don't know how the fire got started. We don't know what the issue was. But I know we lost a loved one over it, and it's not going to end well.
So this is obviously an unusual event. It is a tragic event, and it's one that we're taking very seriously.
And back out here live, you can see firefighters continue to pour water over that scene here, trying to get the flames out. Now, the U.S. EPA is here from Ann Arbor, Michigan. They conducted air quality testing and monitoring, did not find anything concerning, so that is good news for the residents who have not been told they had to leave. There were a few employees, the fire chief said, that were injured, nothing serious, and no Toledo firefighters were injured. Live in South Toledo, Tim Miller, WTOL 11.
Thanks, Jim. People living nearby heard the explosion first and say it shook them awake early this morning and couldn't believe what they saw right outside their doors. Jack Crum is just down from where the explosion happened on Shea Street. Jack, you spent the day talking with neighbors. What did they say?
Yeah, Kaylee, this morning I knocked on about a dozen doors across 3 different streets, all within 1 mile of that explosion site. One of the things that I heard from multiple people is that this explosion this morning was one of the loudest things that they have ever heard.
I was kind of about ready to get out of bed, give or take about 4:45, 4:50, and all of a sudden I heard this huge explosion. Like a fireworks times a million. I was scared to get out of bed to go see what it was. And I thought too, it's like, well, maybe I dreamt it, you know? And then I heard a second one about 2 to 3 minutes later. It's like, this is like out of a movie.
Chris Ramsdell lives on Shea Street, just 0.2 of a mile from the Brent Industries facility.
Couldn't kind of gauge where it was coming from. And then I stepped outside and then everyone was out in the street. And so I did see the fire, and the flames were, hundreds of feet up in the air.
When the sun came up, the impact could be seen and smelled.
There's this faint plastic smell that's in the air. As it got lighter out, I had noticed in the lawn that there are fragments from when obviously the building had gone up in flames. If I'm getting fragments and people were even near that, I can't imagine what they sustained.
And with 2 people now confirmed dead, heartbreak is setting in.
I cannot imagine pulling up to some place looking for someone not knowing if they're dead or alive. That's got to be the worst thing in the world.
I also talked with other neighbors across the area who say that air quality was a big concern of theirs, even kept their children and pets inside for the first half of the day. For now in South Toledo, I'm Jack Crum, WTOL 11.
So far, testing has not detected hazardous particles in the air, but questions still linger about how safe the air quality is for some of those living near it. Annalise Corneo-Garcia joins us now live. Annalise, what are health officials recommending that neighbors near this do if they still have some uneasy feelings about it?
Yeah, Jeff, a health advocate I spoke to says if you ever feel uneasy, trust your gut. An expert with the American Lung Association says if you can see or smell smoke, stay away. Or even better, go inside. Run an air filter in your home throughout the day if you have one, especially if you have a health condition such as asthma. Also, it's advised to keep a close eye on air quality alerts and limit using household products like air fresheners and candles. Children and older adults should also take extra precautions like wearing a mask as they're able.
If you're experiencing new or worsening symptoms, including coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath, and even chest tightness as well, you should contact your healthcare provider. There are also special considerations for people living with.
Above all, if you feel dizzy, faint, or start wheezing, she says to go to the doctor immediately. Reporting in South Toledo, I'm Annalise Corneo-Garcia, WTOL 11.
And stick with us for continuing coverage as we learn more about the fire at Brent Industries. We will also stay on top of the hazmat situation on the city's east side that our reporter Steve Iwanek is there live right now getting the latest details. You can also watch all of our coverage right now on WTOL 11+.